legend for a long, long time. It was something we discussed with one of the other producers, Emil Gladstone, and go ahead.
And how many of you out there are familiar with it right now? The Curse. That's a good number. It's a good number. Okay, so you guys know what we're in for.
Yeah, it really is the perfect story for a very, very scary horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, should we give a little bit of history to those who don't quite know what it is?
Sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Sure.
Yes, the white people are like, yes!
Come on, Gary, you're the. I mean, it's a story that I love, and it's a story that obviously, coming from Australia, I wasn't familiar with it until I came here and I heard about. I hear stories, from friends around me, and I was like, wow, that would make for an awesome story one day. And it's a folklore, ghost story folklore that is very much connected to that is from the Hispanic community, the Mexican community, and I just think, it's really cool to basically find and show the world the kind of other kind of ghost stories that are just more than the usual one that we're used to seeing.
And so you have to pick a really creepy person to direct such a film, right? Is that fair to say?
He's very scary. When you see him, it's super scary.
Yeah, so get ready to be frightened because Michael Schaubs is here. Come on out!
Michael Schaubs! He's terrifying!
I know, look at him. Michael, we haven't even talked about what the actual translation of La Llorona is.
It's the weeping woman, or actually the crier is what it is, the literal translation. And it's a story that, guys, first off, I'm so fired up to be here. Seriously, I would be dying just to be out there, like even being backstage, watching like the It trailer come up. I was so fired up by that.
He wants to be on the stage looking at himself talking. He's like, that's so cool.
Seriously, the biggest honor. I grew up also watching New Line horror movies, and so to actually have one of my own is just so humbling, and it's just awesome. I'm really fired up. But yeah, right?
Right? Your movie!
Yeah, La Llorona, where were we?
So we're talking about the translation, and so why is this like basically the most frightening thing you think of?
So basically it's a story that has been told for hundreds of years, and huge in the Latin community, and you might have heard it growing up, and if you're Hispanic you probably heard it from your abuela, and she told you it usually with a warning of you better be good, you better behave, or La Llorona's gonna come and get you. And that is something that has a huge power, and it is been passed down by through generations and generations, and it's been scaring kids for years, and it's always like don't go out at night, or you better listen to your elders, or whatever it is. And so it's something very primal. And does everyone know the story? Is there anyone who doesn't know the story? I'm going to tell it just for you.
Nice.
So the story goes back, it's hundreds of years old, and it's basically, there's lots of variations, but it always starts with this beautiful woman named Maria, and she meets this rich ranchero, and they marry, and they have these two adorable little boys. And
amazing, just end the story right there.
Okay, and that's it. That's basically, they're happy. It's a happy family. No, and so everything's perfect until one day she finds her husband in the arms of another woman, a younger woman, and Maria goes insane. And she grabs her two little boys, drags them to the river, and she drowns them both. This fit of madness, this fit of jealousy, kills her own children. She can't live with herself when she realizes what she's done, so she throws herself into those same waters. And having lost her own two kids, she's cursed to walk the earth for all time, looking for other little kids to claim as her own.
Sold. I'm in.
Yeah, right? It's scary. It's super scary.
Sounds like a movie.
So yeah.
And this is also coming out in 2019. We have quite a while to go. And so you're here now showing us clips, but how does something like that happen? Because I'm kind of amazed at that.
I got to give a big thank you to New Line, because they've really gotten behind this movie. They really believe in it. And we made this for horror fans. We're horror fans. We made this for you guys. And we were talking about, where's the best place to start showing clips and just introducing it to people. And without a doubt, it was Scare Diego.
Yeah, hashtags. Love it. Okay, so I think that let's roll a clip. Do you want to intro this one?
So yeah, this is the first clip. It's early in the movie, and it is with, it's at a children's shelter. And this is set in the 1970s. And so these two little boys, these two brothers, they're at the shelter, and they are convinced that someone is after them. It's their first night there, and they haven't said who's after them yet. So let's take a look.
All right, roll it.